Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Right to the air is Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The Chiefs at 5-10 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they're going to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this ball will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they got the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in...
The guy's man complete, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal. Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Mixon running wide side
to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Burrow on play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. It's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking deep here for Chase. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. Now Patrick going to change the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions.
Here we go.
But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
If defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, Kate, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 mighty.
And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. I think they unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
On third down, Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here's James returning. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mahomes going to change things up. Now they'll audible to something else. A dump down to McKinnon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks it. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup at 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said, oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Mahomes. Gonna look deep here for Pacheco. Oh, and that is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now Patrick gonna change the play.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
He's got him in. Complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Richie James. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Jamar Chase, 84 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. This ball deep for Tony. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's loose again. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Chiefs 23.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's Mahomes again.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. To throw, it's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
11, Palmer.
it looks like he'll throw here.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in the season of giving, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
An audible here to get a new look.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
I'm one, ready?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game.